Good evening. Thank you for tuning in again. I am M. I am a Canadian writer. I am a part of the Motley Writers Guild. I am working on a NaNoWriMo story. NaNoWriMo is the National Novel Writers Month. I apologize in advance. I am losing my voice a bit. I think I've just caught like a little bit of frog in my throat. So I actually will probably not be doing very much talking tonight because I am not sure that I can. Sorry about that. I also figured out how to make music play. Hang on. I figured out how to make music play. um, so that hopefully some nice ambient music will make up for the fact that I am not talking so much. I'm very sorry about that. Anyways, on to the writing. Um, NaNoWriMo is the National Novel Writers Month, where hundreds of thousands of writers all around the world challenge themselves to write 50,000 words of a novel in 1 month. Um, sorry. Um, the daily goal is 1,667 words, I believe. And some people have been very successful with it. The book Water for Elephants comes to mind, as I have seen the movie but not read the book. But that was a NaNoWriMo project. There have been others. I am working on a project that is a collaboration between myself and a fellow member of the Motley Writers Guild, which is a writing collective we both belong to. My collaborator is A.D. Mosley. She is a writer from the States. I am in Canada, and we collaborated on a really fun project called Pearlescence. And I guess I can put this up here so that you can see it, huh? So our project Pearlescence is available on Kindle Vella. It is only available in the States, unfortunately, but it is a lot of fun. We had a great time writing it together. It is science fantasy genre, so it has dragons and elves and magic, but also it's set in a futuristic version of the Pacific Northwest after it's been cannibalized into Washington state and it's no longer part of Canada. So it's a fun blend of American and Canadian cultures and terms, in a way that I think is like really pleasing, and it makes me happy. So I hope that you enjoy it. If you want to check it out, it is available on Kindle Vella. The first 3 chapters are always free. And the novel that I'm working on now for NaNoWriMo is a story that is in the same universe, the Terror Squared series. And it is set about 5 years before the events of Pearlescence. So it's the same world, but only about 2 or 3 overlapping characters. Wait, no, there's 3 overlapping characters, not 2 or 3. There's 3. And the main character, Somiette, has a twin brother, Lomique. They're both elves. They tie into Pearlescence in that the character in Pearlescence, Tala, who is the lady right here in the snapshot there. She's a dragon who must wear a disguise because dragons are hunted for a very precious jewel that they happen to grow in their bodies, and that's why it's called Pearlescence. So in this book that I'm working on now for NaNoWriMo, it is actually about the person whose disguise Tala wears when she's in her book. So she actually wears the identity of someone who's a real person, and that's Somiette. And that's the character that I'm writing about now. She is a student at Simon Fraser University. Again, this is like in Washington State. It's not in British Columbia anymore, even though it's still technically British Columbia. She is ecological restoration student who is trying to get funding for her program to preserve a species of alien birds and a bunch of other alien specimens from this really like ecologically significant and beautiful exoplanet that she's trying to prevent from being essentially harvested and colonized and just R-worded. So that's where this story currently is. It's called Soulless Sacrificed. It's a play on words. Somiet's last name is Soulless. I am up to 12,960 words. I had every intention of getting a lot written today as it was my day off, and usually my husband is really awesome about letting me scamper away for a while. I just did not feel good. I got nothing written, and that is very unlike me. I did reread the story from the beginning. I like quite a bit of it. But I like all of my writing. I also like most of everyone else's writings. I'm just a very like enthusiastic person for creative folks. So I have like the opposite of imposter syndrome, where I think that I love everything I write. It's all charming. It's all a darling. I have so much trouble killing all of it. And I'm actually just like an aggressively medium talented writer. I just have a lot of enthusiasm and a shocking amount of productivity. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for that. Because don't expect this to be, the next great thing. It's going to be a first draft. So it's rough. It's rough. I use a lot of TK. If you're another writer, you'll be familiar with the term. TK is what people use to mark a place in their writing so that they can go back to it at a later time. You can just do Control Search or Control F, and you can search for TK. And I recently found out from my fellow Motley Writers Guild writer slash friend that her name is AJ Hansen. So I found out literally today that the reason why we use TK as writers is because there are no words in the English language that have TK in them. So if you search Control F TK and you've been using that in your writing, then you won't get any other words. It's just going to be the parts that you put in as like a placeholder for something you need to go back to and fix later. So that's pretty cool. I just learned that. Someone else in the chat yesterday also said that they use square brackets, and I think that that is genius. So I fully suggest everyone try whatever works for them. This is AJ Hansen. I put her up on the screen over here. So just have a look. She has her own website. It's ajhansen.ca. She is the pioneer, I guess, or our fearless leader of the Motley Writers Guild, and she is pretty awesome. She is my soil mate, which is what we call each other because we're both really into homesteading and eco-fiction, thus the term soil mate, not soulmate. Yeah, so and today I will be writing. I'm gonna do some sprints. I have a timer that I'll put up, and then you guys can sprint along with me. I like to get started with like a minute of just free writing. It's not supposed to be pretty. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just supposed to get you back into the groove of writing. So I'll put a timer up. I'll time it for 1 minute. And then I'm going to stop talking entirely. Excuse this, sorry. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. And then I'll put the timer up again, and I will reset it for a different time frame. Probably about 20 minutes after this is what I'll do. And then hopefully that works for you guys. Please tell me in the chat what you're working on. I would love to follow other people, and I just hope you all join me for some writing. So thank you. I'm going to turn my microphone off. And you can start when I start my timer. Okay, and go. Mm-mm. Okay, so if you're warming up by writing whatever you want, that's awesome. I just started writing on my story because I had an idea and I wanted to get it out. So that's what happened with that. Um, thank you for joining along. If you did, I'm going to reset the timer now for 20 minutes. Oh, reset. We will do 20 minutes. I will turn the music up. It will hopefully sound a little bit prettier. And I'll try to, just write along with you guys. I have my word count there as well. Feel free to read it. Let me know what you think. I'm very curious. Yeah. Sorry for all of my umming. But I will chat with you guys in a minute, okay? Yay. Thank you for saying hi. Hello to my 3 viewers on Twitch. It's very nice to see you. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about this story if you want, or you can just watch or write with me. Mm. Okay, it's been 20 minutes of writing. It's actually been a little bit more because I forgot to turn the timer on. So it's been a little bit more than 20 minutes of writing. I went from 12,968 words to 13,883, just shy of about 180-ish words, off of 1,000 words. And that's 20 minutes. That's not bad. Um, I'm hoping to get to 2,000 words. But again, the goal is just 1,657 words. Almost 1,000 is pretty good in 20 minutes. I'm going to consider that a win. I'm going to keep writing. How long have I been saying? 40 minutes. So that's nice. Thank you for those of you who are tuning in. I hope that you're feeling super productive also. I'm gonna keep writing. I'm gonna take a break. I hope you take a break too. I'm gonna drink some water. I don't have any snacks, otherwise I'd eat some snacks. And normally this would be when I would talk with you, but I don't think anyone's gonna talk with me. Oh, is my music too loud? What would I do without you, Amber? Is that better? I think that's better. I don't know what I would do without you. It's probably also hard to hear me with my voice like that. So sorry about that. I have really sensitive vocal cords. And I go to music festivals a lot, and I would lose my voice a lot at music festivals. Probably because I was a chain smoker, which is disgusting, and then all of the dust and the lack of sleep and everything. Yeah, would lose my voice probably 1 to 2 times a year. So this is not abnormal for me. However, I haven't really lost my voice since 2018 or 19, I think. Because I quit smoking for good in 2016, and now I just smoke when I drink, and I only had like 2 drinks last night, so I didn't smoke. So yeah, this is just, I think I just caught a bug or a frog in my throat, which is a bummer. Um, I am gonna keep writing after I have a drink of water, and I'm gonna set my timer again. And I'll keep writing for another 20 minutes, and hopefully people can join me. That was AJ Hansen's fish tank. He really likes fish. He has like 3 aquariums. They're like big aquariums too. Very complex. The only things that I can keep alive are human children and cats. Also dogs and bunnies and ferrets. But like plants, fish, um, like my hopes and dreams for life. I can keep none of that stuff alive. It's all just dead. Just I killed them. I even killed an air plant, which apparently is supposed to just live off of the air. And I killed one. His name was Simon, and he was my friend. And I'm forgetting to water him because you do have to soak air plants for a little bit, otherwise they just die if you live in like a pretty dry climate. I don't live in a dry climate, but my house is very dry. So I guess that just killed Simon, my poor air plant. And I have had bamboo that I overwatered, and a cactus that I overwatered, and a Venus flytrap that I starved to death. So, and I had a bunch of fish when I was younger, and my fish committed suicide by jumping out of their tanks. I just realized I'm not sure if I can say that on stream. Sorry, everyone. But that's what happened to my fish. So unlike my Motley Writers Guild mate, who can keep entire tanks full of animals alive, I cannot. She also has like 16 ducks and chickens, and I can only aspire to those levels of animal husbandry. They deserve what they got. That's a cruel thing to say about air plants, but also I kind of agree. They're deceptively named, and you'd think that they'd be much easier to take care of than they are. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I can take really... No, I thought of a plant that I can take very good care of. Fake ones. That's it. Okay, I'm going to set my timer again for 20 minutes. I'm going to keep writing. If you were reading any of this, please don't judge me for the first draft quality of my writing. I do have to go back because I realized that I'd left out the fact that Ravian needs to be relatively charming. Otherwise, it makes no sense for Somi to go anywhere with him in like a party atmosphere where he's going to like go alone with him somewhere. And I kind of have to set up a little bit of the not enemies to lovers trope. We did that in the first novel in Pearlescence. It's very much enemies to lovers, which I absolutely love about it. So this one is not quite like that, but she does hate him when she first meets him because he hung up on her and he was kind of an asshole. But then he kind of has to charm her, and then she falls for him. It's a whole thing. Yeah, and it's interesting writing a character who I know who they are very well later on in their life. I know who he is after he and Somi break up. I know who he is and who he becomes, but getting him in this kind of more vulnerable state, it's been a little bit of not a challenge. It's just been an experience, and I appreciate the exercise in writing where you have to get into the head of someone you don't necessarily understand. Okay, I'm going to start my timer again for 20 minutes. This is my last 20 minutes. And then I will keep writing. I will hopefully make it to the word count, and I hope that you are also writing along with me. I absolutely love having my collaboration partner tuning into my live streams because this means that we're essentially writing together, which is a dream of mine. And also, you point out very important things in the chat sometimes. So it's just fills my cup with happiness. Oh, hello, Coffee and Quills. It's nice to see you in the chat. Or Coffee Quills, not Coffee and Quills. It's nice to see you. The writing is going well, but I am losing my voice, so I'm not doing much talking. I tried to do a live stream again earlier today, but I didn't say anything. I just enjoyed you talking to some redhead, I guess. Yeah. Who was wrong. That's what I caught. Mm. By the way, I did TK Planet there um, on my screen because I named the planet on the first chapter and then I forgot what the name was and I haven't bothered going back. So that's why I keep writing TK Planet and like TK Hawk because it's like an exoplanet in the Triangulum Galaxy. So just so like our like the part of the Milky Way, I believe. It's like just yeah, it's just different. So yeah, that's how I know that the planet has a name. I just forgot it, so I need to go back and enter them all in. So that's why I wrote TK Planet. Mm. Okay, that was 20 minutes up, um, which means that I am done writing for now. I really appreciate everyone that's been in the stream with me, people who have chatted. It's very nice to see you guys. I got to 14,550 words, up from 12,968. So that's only 2,000 words. Is it? No, it's not even. Math is hard, y'all. Like I said last night, don't tell my boss. I'm an actual nurse, so if I can't do math, not great. But when you're in nursing school, you have to be able to pass your pharmacology exams and your math exams with 100%. So I am normally good at math, just not great at it when I'm not feeling good and after having COVID. I have COVID fog. I also had children, and that brain fog never goes away. So maybe when they're like 16 and I can actually have a full night's sleep, that would be awesome. Um, I recently looked up how to wade, but now I'm not positive how to do it. I wanted to try and do that because I think it's a good idea. Let me try and figure that out. In the meantime, how did everyone's writing go? I hope it was good. No. No. I am struggling. So, what I would just recommend is that you go on over. Oh, good. Yay. It went pretty good. I'm glad. Are you working on your new project, Amber? Or Achmejo? 1, 2, 3. Still on your other project. Yay! That's awesome. That makes me very glad. Um, yeah. Yay! That's good. I still need to get onto for the words. That's very important to me, so I'm going to do that. I was just trying to figure it out before I started live streaming tonight, and I really wanted to get some writing done, so I hadn't yet downloaded it or signed up, I guess. So I would try that ASAP. Okay, with that said, I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out with me and writing with me. I Really wish I could figure out how to raid, because I would send you all over to Coffee Quill's stream right now. I would highly recommend it. I'm still figuring out things, so just go over and check her stream out. She's actually a lot more entertaining than me. So if you thought this was entertaining, you are in for a treat. Anyways, have a good night. Happy Sunday. I hope next week is awesome. I will see you all tomorrow night around the same time. I'll be around 8 o'clock PST. And we'll just get some more writing done. We're going to get some more progress. It's going to be awesome. Take care. Oh. And my cats are finally coming to visit. They've made an appearance in every other stream, but they only come in on the last second on this one. So I'm going to say hi to them. Bye.